Welcome to the BVTV Network, coming to you from the UK studios of BizVision. I'm your host, Malcolm Gallagher. Now, this is episode 3 in the BVTV Trilogy with author and billion-dollar entrepreneur, Dr. Mohan Ananda. Hello for the final time, Mohan.
Thanks a lot. It's a pleasure to talk to you.
I am thoroughly enjoying, but as I say, I'm still exhausted about all excellent work you've done, your inventions. Mohan, by chance, we've both been using the word visionary before we met today, by the way. Us on the title of this channel, and you in your personal description of being a visionary founder. So let's talk why you feel that the word visionary is important within the context of successful entrepreneurism.
Certainly, vision, you need to have a vision of a destination. Where do you want to go? If you don't have that vision, you don't know where you will end up. So that's just my belief. Even in, whether you do whatever you do, like in science, you're a scientist, you need to have a vision of where you want to reach. And then you try to solve, like if you take our NASA, we have this interplanetary program that is based on a vision. They want to understand the universe. I mean, even though it's abstract, but that similarly in a technology, as an entrepreneur, in order to do what you want to do, for example, take Elon Musk, the electric vehicle. He had that vision of accomplishing that. Similarly, look at the commercialization of the space. Today, there are several companies with that great vision to go after, what you want to reach. Like that. Of course, normal average people may not have that great vision, but you still need to have a vision of where to reach. And then you define your path and come up with the navigation to that path. There may be failure, but then you can correct that.
Yeah. So you're not saying, though, that vision is an end in itself, are you? Because, there was President Kennedy who came out with the most famous vision saying that we will put a man on the moon by the end of this decade. So he was giving a goal, a firm goal there. But, once you get onto the moon, then there's Mars and everything like that. So, is the vision part of stages?
Yes, correct. That's exactly correct. The way I would do, first you need to have, if you are going to be a successful entrepreneur, you need to have a vision of whatever that is, without defining it, but you have to have it. Then you have to put together 3 things. You need to have a team. You need to have the right people, because you cannot do everything. However great the person is, I don't believe I cannot. So you need to have the right team. Then the vision gives you whether you're developing a product or you're providing a service or a product as a service. So you need to have that in place. Third, you need to have sufficient capital, because you need to navigate to that destination. You need all the support. But but you have to form it and get a plan together, and then you have to be a successful entrepreneur has to be a leader. You have to make everybody work together and get that achievement. That is something. It's a more theoretical, but I have experienced in a few incidents of practical, accomplishment of these things. And I'm still on that road, like this particular SPAC. I've just started, and we are hopefully going to make that happen in a successful way.
Yeah. Do you think that some entrepreneurs or, aspiring leaders find it difficult to articulate their vision?
It's very true. That is the tough part. But you see, in order to articulate, you have to first think big, but simplify it. It should be very simple. If you make it very complex, then it's very confusing. You have to make it to I don't want to kind of say that it's an average person's level, but what I meant is it's like a common person can appreciate what the vision is. So it has to be simplified. Like this Einstein said, imagination is more important than knowledge. It's so simple. So you have to articulate the simplicity. If you make it complex, then I don't know whether, first of all, you yourself may not be able to accomplish.
Yeah. And obviously, you've got to bring the whole of the team with you, haven't you, on something? So as you quite rightly say, it's got to be understood by the, let me not use the word wrong, but the lowliest of the team member, right the way up to the most senior.
Exactly. You need to have the right team. And one important element in the team, if one person is the bad in that team, your vision is going to be gone.
Yeah.
You need, there's one bad apple could, make a basket of apples will be bad. Similarly, the most important ingredient in my mind, in your team, integrity of the person or that individual. So be honest and have the same vision, understood, and work together as a team rather than go in different directions. So that is, but that is a job of the leader. Whoever he has to make that happen. So that's not a, that if you don't do it, the success is questionable.
Well, judging by the success of all the businesses you've been involved with, you must be a very good visionary leader. Thanks, Mohan. Now, let's give viewers and listeners details of your URL, your website address, which obviously viewers you can see on the screen behind me. But for listeners, let me spell it out loud for you. It's all the W's, innovativeacquisitioncorp.com. So innovative acquisition, and that's C-O-R-P for corp, innovativeacquisitioncorp.com. Mohan's book is called Autobiography of an Immigrant, and it's available on Amazon in hardback, paperback, and Kindle format. Whilst I wanted to meet Dr. Mohan Ananda to hear about his successes, I also wanted to gain from him some of his thinking to help my entrepreneurial viewers and listeners gain inspiration and perhaps some very important extra direction. I feel Mohan has delivered exactly that. So thanks, Mohan, for a great trilogy.
Thank you. Thank you very much.